Been a long time coming. Long time I've been. This is I'm sitting in a chair that belonged to my buddy Jack. It was gonna go to the Goodwill, and we love the Goodwill, but they couldn't have Jack's chair. It is just so comfortable. It's like low slung, and I've been dreaming for a long time. Remember, honey, where I said I was gonna put this chair?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Water. Oh, your hair's. I had hair day.
Stevie's having a
Sick
bad
day.
day.
I'm
She doesn't
calling in
feel good.
sick.
You can do that, honey.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm a snot-nosed little kid right now.
Nice view out the back window too. Going to work on measuring for a roof. Here. I just want a little video for me to look at and relax, sitting here on the point, on Rosati Point.
We ever gonna get a picture of us together?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah. I think we got a lot of video of us together.
That doesn't count. Your mom wanted pictures.
Oh, well, we certainly have some backdrop for photos. Don't really feel like doing any work today. This chair may have ruined me. That might be it.
We need to mount cameras like all across so they can see you. That's really cool down in there because it's like there's ledges and things.
Yeah.
Good morning, honey. Want a cigarette and a beer? Do you even remember my name? Did I tell you my name?
Pat.
No, it's Magda.
Terry.
It's Magda.
Cherry.
Magda.
Pat.
Magda.
Magda.
Remember Magda from Something About Mary?
No.
She was the old tan hag with the beef jerky skin and the saggy female parts, and you remember? Oh no, it wasn't Something About Mary. It was what's that bowling movie with Woody Harrelson?
Oh, I forget the name of it.
But you know when he has a fling with that chick and she's like, oh, there's something about something, turn something loose the next day, remember? Well, that chick was Magda, too.
Oh.
Anyways.
Do you need anything out of the trailer?
Yeah, all that moldy laundry basket.
All right, let's get that done. So, good to have the fifth wheel out here. Sunday afternoon, by the way, out at the Classic Truck Ranch, and got the fifth wheel pretty much leveled out, and got the blocks down, and was glad the electric jacks still work, and I still have to put the ones down in the back, but it's a good spot for the fifth wheel. Problem is, it's still raining, and it's going to be raining. This is February, so we got a lot of rain left this winter here in Oregon, and I don't want to put my slide outs out because that one took me about way too long to get in over at my mom's house before I could even pull this out. That one, the electric motor does work for the slide out, but I don't want to pick either one of them out because Jamie and I both spent a lot of time cleaning in there, cleaning the outside of it, getting it all clean and dry, or as dry as we could. And if I put the slide outs out, I'm going to get some more water in there. So I do need to put a cover over it, and I had an idea just for now so we could get in there and get it dried out and get it ready to live in. I had this old frame for a tent that I used to use it to cover up a couple of my cars, but I did find all the pieces. The problem is it's not big enough. It's not tall enough or wide enough for what I need. So I'm going to get creative with this, and you got to use what you got sometimes. Like I said, we're not rich, and you always got to focus on the immediate next goal. And right now the immediate next goal is to get a cover over that where it's dry and where I can actually fix the leaks on the roof with it dry and clean. It's all clean. No point letting more stuff get on top of there. I'm going to see what I can do with what I got. Maybe add some PVC, and we're not going to duct tape the connections together. We're going to get all that off of there and use self-tapping sheet metal screws and a bunch of other stuff, because I'm going to make this actually pretty firm and solid for what it is. I'll be back. Well, I completely disassembled the frame for the canopy that I need to make go over the top of my fifth wheel. It was fine, would have worked perfect, except it's 20 feet long and needs to be 34 feet long. It's 10 feet wide and needs to be 14 feet wide, and it's definitely not tall enough. So went and got some supplies, gonna break out some tools, fire up the generator, and see what we can do about that. I'd be better off drilling a pilot screw on those. So what I did is I cut all of the long straight pipes right there that make up the length of the awning in half. I cut every one of them in half. They were 6 feet long, and then I'm sliding the ends of them into these 10-foot long pieces of PVC. That'll make it 30 feet long. And by leaving an extra 6 inches hanging out of each one, I know that's a foot, but 6 inches goes up into a connector. I'll add a foot to each one, so that'll give me 33 feet plus the few inches that the connectors make up, and I should come out right around 34 feet long when I get done. And then what I'm doing is, after I slide the pole in there, drilling a pilot hole and sticking some self-tapping sheet metal screws, 2 on each connection, and that's where I'll start. So that was pretty easy. Now instead of 9 6-foot poles, I have 9 about 11-foot poles, which is more better. Well, I've still got a long ways to go, but that looks more like it on the length. Now I got to make it wider. And keep in mind that it is on unlevel ground right now, but I think this is going to work out pretty good. Yeah. Looks like I'll be working into the night tonight, so I may just have to show you the results tomorrow. But I got the length that I need. I've got about 33 feet there. I'm going to make it 14 feet wide. It's currently 10 feet wide. And then I'm going to make it 5 feet taller. I'll be back. You probably won't be able to see it, but I think I've finally achieved the, matter of fact, I know I finally achieved the size that I need. It's 14 feet wide, so that's wide enough to cover the fifth wheel with both slide outs out, and a little over 30 feet long, so should be sitting pretty good. I'm going to take the legs over there leaning up against the truck. I'm going to cut them in half. I'm going to insert a slightly smaller diameter pipe inside them and make them adjustable. And try to get a roof over the fifth wheel tomorrow so we can get on cleaning up. But it's late, and Classic Truck Rescue. Classic Truck Rescue. Boy, did we put in a long day yesterday. My buddy Jeff came out here and brought Mark along with him. We got to meet Mark, real cool guy. They brought Yogi Bear out here. And honey, how late did we work last night?
Damn, so late that I can't move my wrists right now.
Yeah. Jamie was working her butt off. She's clearing around the home site. And
so let's go see how bad my OCD got in the middle of the night.
And I worked on putting the shelter over our fifth wheel. And sometimes when you work till, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, honey. Sometimes when you work out here till really late and your dog tired, it's cool to show up the next day and see what you got done.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time, unless we screw something up. Let's go check out Yogi Bear and what I built last night.
And the Taj.
Jamie calls it the Taj my tent.
Taj my tent.
She calls it the Taj. I just added the my tent.
You're so weird.
I know.
Weird.
I am. I agree. Yogi is pretty cool. We did look at some video of him last night, and we both really like him. We were going to get another truck, but we passed on it because we got to stay focused on our priorities right now. This guy was doing a little monkey business on the deal, and it's been my experience, if they start doing monkey business, it's best to walk away. And we got Yogi Bear over there, and sure appreciate Jeff and Mark for bringing him up, and we'll give him a good home, Jeff. Promise you that. We'll put a roof over that guy's head, and we'll put something on that back. Cool truck, though. Thank you.
A sunroof.
Hey, oh, I can see the Taj my tent from here, honey. Yep. I made it taller. Oh no, I made it longer, and I made it wider. A lot longer and a lot wider. Today I'm going to make it taller, but that's going to cover our little temporary home over there. And yeah, it's big, isn't it?
Tinker's off. I'm going in. That's mine. I need to be undercover. I'm not sitting out here anymore. I need to be indoors.
Yep.
You need to put them feet inside.
I got to get a roof built out here. I got to get a shop going. But first,
Curtis.
We're getting our home.
Hey, I want to be under that thing too. Curtis is awesome.
Jamie always gives Curtis a hard time because his front bumper's bent and it looks like his bottom lip's curled up.
Oh man, on Pinterest, there is a 6x6 banana rammer on there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jamie showed me a 6-wheel drive one of those today.
Oh, and look. Yep. My dad brought me home.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on now.
Trevor's glad to be home.
Got his little chicken lip.
Yep.
And then
There's the today's project. And that was late last night's project with the generator going, and let's go show him what he did.
he needs to be lifted up.
Oh, JB is totally bonded with the mule.
And he needs
totally
a little
bonded
redneck
with him.
visor on top of his front windshield. It needs some lights.
Well, honey, I got him running and driving for you.
And he needs a winch. He needs fender flares. And he'd be cool with 33.
You haven't bonded with the old mule, have you, or anything?
I bonded with the first mule, remember? When you wanted to, like, I'm mad at this truck, he's going bye-bye. I'm like, no, I want to keep him, lift him up. He'd be so cool. He'd be like my big girl's big brother.
This is what I deal with all day. I love my life. It's awesome. It just doesn't get any better than this. I love you, honey.
Your
and I
phone's
love
ringing.
your... Is it? I don't think so.
Dial 1-800 for a jolly.
Oh, it is ringing, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back to show you what I did last night, because this isn't just duct taped together. It's going to be pretty cool.
It's paper towel rolls taped together.
Yeah, you know, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel on the finances, so that's all made out of paper towel tubes. So this is the Taj Mahal, or the framework for it, anyways. So you would call it Taj Mahal. I call it Taj Mahal.
Look, because it's got those little rounded edges.
Yeah. Anyway, so pretty low budget operation. All I did was take a tent frame that I had that was 20 feet long and make it 34 feet long, and it was 10 feet wide, and I made it 14 feet wide. And I did that basically just by cutting all the pipes, the metal pipes, and sliding them into the PVC. But I did drill about 200 holes last night, and I double screwed every joint on it. So it's long enough and wide enough, and the peak's perfect for up on top of the fifth wheel, because it'll leave room for the air conditioner. And there's a ladder on the back of the fifth wheel. I'll be able to climb up in there, go up and down, work this spring. I can work on my roof, get it all sealed back up. It'll stay clean, it'll stay dry. But our most important goal is to get this over the fifth wheel so we can get the slide outs out, and I can get in there, rip out anything that's wet, and replace it with dry. The thing we have left to do is to make it 5 feet taller. So what I did notice, I was experimenting, and those pipes right there will fit inside the legs. On the other pipes, they went over it, but that's a different diameter than the legs. On the legs, it'll fit inside it. So I'm thinking about cutting 1 foot to 2 foot off the top of every one of these legs, cramming that down over the top of the PVC, double screwing it from both ends, and not screwing the bottom, but drilling the holes, so that when we get it over there by the fifth wheel, we can gradually raise it up into position, and that'll enable me to get the tarp on it, get everything secured, instead of walking up and down the roof of my RV 100 times. And certainly don't want to be up there drilling holes and putting in self-tapping screws. But let me get on getting this tall enough and getting it covered, and then we'll show you how we're going to get it over there.
With the help of
you and your truck and Annabelle
and my buddy and me right there.
So I'm gonna get to work. Are you singing again, honey?
No,
What are you singing?
I was singing a song to Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to work on this. And I'm gonna fire up the generator and plug in the fifth wheel so we can start running a heater in there and start drying it out. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, but you know what? Today's Tumble Tuesdays at the laundromat.
Yeah, I know you. She's actually smiling while she says that.
Because they got this 6-loader in there, man. Woo, that's only going to be.
Done.
That's going to be. What's 650 divided by 2?
650 divided by 2 is
325. So it's going to be 325 for a 6-loader load, which will handle blankets, pillows, rugs.
It's easy to get excited about the small stuff.
It is.
All right.
6 loads of laundry at one time? Who knew?
Yeah. And we do muddy some clothes out here, don't we?
Every day.
Yep. All right, classic truck rescue. Going on, getting a roof over the home. Peace out.
Peace out.
So my buddy Jeff asked how I was going to get this big old heavy thing, because the only thing that's not screwed on here is the legs. All the rest of it's all screwed together, and it is heavy. But my buddy Jeff was wondering how I was going to get that up on top of the fifth wheel. And to be completely honest, I'm still wondering a little bit, but I know if I get it closer, that'll be better. So that's what I'm going to try to do right now. Well, that makes it look a little easier now. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Getting a little dark. Boy, sure wish it was summer in Oregon. It stays light till like 9 o'clock at night, but I'm gonna get that guy up there. Yep. So I've actually got the rope. I got the rope tied to the peak of the first truss, I guess you'd call it. And then I tied it, ran it all the way across the roof and down to the rear bumper of the fifth wheel. And what I'm doing is moving the legs a little and then going back and yanking on the rope, tying it off and kind of hauling it in. It needs to go back a few more feet. I've got 3 trusses resting on the roof, so I'm going to go ahead and make up my legs and get them under there. I've been pretty lucky so far, but I don't want to test that thing too much. What I do like about it is it's flexible and it's strong. So we'll be back tomorrow, but I'm going to stay up tonight and get some legs under there. Tajma tent. It's coming together. Got it longer, wider, and taller. Looks a little flimsy right now, but I'm going to get to taking care of that today. Put some bracing in it. Anna, come here. Anna! Anna! Come on, be good.